met, friend. I've got some bad news. I guess that's hardly surprising given the other bad luck that's happened the last few days, but anyhow.
Look alive, you lovers! Passengers on deck!
Steady on, Nerol!
Steady sailing, Captain.
I want things battened down tight! Storm's coming and I want nothing loose or I'll let Master Kajin have the cat loose on you, mind?
I better see those hatches battened down. Tight, lads and lasses.
Saldi, Queen of the Depths seems to like you, all right. How about you give Umberly a quick prayer? See if she'll be willing to let this gale slip by us, huh?
My, now a storm brewing. This is more exciting than the time I found a rare scorpion in my boot. This trip has been quite the adventure. It's in my nature. As an author, one must learn to see setbacks as advantages of a different variety. And this trip, well, it has been rather full of setbacks, wouldn't you say? Why, the other day I was about to sit down to a delicious bowl of soup. And my word, I saw a pod of dolphins leaping through the water nearby. I was distracted and someone took my bowl, but the soup within turned out to have gone bad. Poor soul, such a shame, but I'm grateful to those dolphins for saving me with their majesty. Reminds me of earlier when I had to leap out of the way of a maddened pelican, and a crate slipped from a rope and crashed where I had just been. You think so? In my experience, sea travel has always been hazardous. It could be I have offended Umberlee in some way. She is such a temperamental, I mean, magnificent goddess of the vast ocean. Good traveler, I'll strive to make amends to the goddess, but probably after this storm, don't you think? In the meantime, I should likely get below decks, as should you.
Greetings, passengers.
Up that rigging, you layabouts! I don't want anything flapping free when we're amidships in the gale!
Take on some new food and water. After Joaquin died from that soup,
This
I've been
shouldn't be
afraid
so
to eat
frayed.
I don't
anything.
know who to blame for all
Better
the
add
stuff
this
that's
to
been
the list
going
of
wrong.
weird things
The maid of
happening on the
misfortune or the
ship
sea
lately.
queen. But Bishaba or Umberlee.
I'm not in a
don't
talking
think even
mood
the
right
Vigilant
now.
can take much more
Looks
of
like
this.
Talos and Umberlee aim to have a nice big fight brewing, trapping us in the middle like they do.
Storm brewing. And did the captain say we're nearly at Samargol? Oh, dear. I hope we can get there all right.
Да.
What?
Да. Да.
Yes?
Okay, everybody fall in. I'll show you the way. Huh?
Yes?
Yep.
Yes?
Okay.
Да.
Greetings, kind readers. I must congratulate you on your impeccable taste in acquiring this volume. Clearly you have an eye for quality, even if you are somehow not familiar with the name Volothap-Geddon. Though it has been some time since I delivered to you my last guide, fault entirely lies with my old friend and editor Elminster, who deemed my complete guide to the behavior of nymphs too naughty for print. I feel this tale you hold before you now perhaps my most important work yet. It began as I was journeying on the noble ship the Vigilant, traveling from the Sword Coast to the distant and exotic land of Samarak. A great storm began to gather. Captain Lastry assured the passengers that this storm was no match for the stalwart Vigilant. But Lastry's confidence evaporated when her second mate took the ship's wheel and cried out that it would not return. The captain herself tried vainly to right the error, but the storm threw her aside, knocking her unconscious. At the same time, a cry of terror sounded out as a sailor fell from the rigging into the frothing sea, and the shout of a leak came from below decks. It seemed certain that the Vigilant had been sabotaged, its rudder broken, its rigging shredded, its hull cracked. Helpless to turn against the grip of the storm, the vessel raced headlong toward the jagged coast of Samarak. Desperate to survive the looming fatal impact, the crew of the once proud Vigilant now scrambled to escape the doomed ship. I found myself on a lifeboat shortly after the incident, and in the chaos, the world went dark. When I woke again, it was on the sandy shores of Samarak, and the beginning of a new adventure.
Thanks be to all the gods. Kalimvor doesn't have you, huh?
The crew tried, but couldn't get you to a lifeboat in time. You were in the rear of the ship when it broke apart. All the others there perished. You're lucky to be alive. Some gods probably got their eye on you. Well, we made it to Samarak, at least not too far from Samarkand, the last ship's wreck. Zehir says the locals call this part of the coastline Umgar's Teeth. I wonder why that is, but there's a story behind it. Ha! Excellent deduction. Now the name Umgar, that's another... It was just as tough a storm as the captain expected. That's not the half of it. The Vigilant didn't respond when the second mate tried to steer it, so Lastry tried, to no avail. In fact, the storm flung her aside when she tried. Knocked her out cold.
Ah, I thought she'd have fared better, considering her speech. I paid a pretty penny for her supposed skill.
Well, I'm afraid to say, but that looks to be our welcome. Friendly bunch, eh?
Now's no time for humor, you great idiot. They took the captain and the first mate, and we're
Easy, lass. We don't know that for certain. They took the captain, true, but they couldn't try to negotiate with us. When we crashed, they set upon the first boat to reach the shore, carted away all the people in it. And since, They've just been gathering there, observing us. Perhaps we've crashed near their home. I'm the most worldly one here. I've got experience on my side. I'll attempt to parlay them, see if I can get back their prisoners. While I'm chatting, you all will have time to search through the debris for whatever weapons you can find. Yes, quite. Wise thought. I'm no disciple of the Red Knight, but I think if we engage the Batiri here, we could keep the folks with spells and ranged weapons up on the hill behind us. Would any of you like to head up there now? I cannot say I have. It sounds like they speak a rather simple dialect of Goblin, and while I have heard that they are rather fearsome, I do consider myself quite the charmer.
I have my trusty longsword, but I prefer to hold on to it.
I have a simple short bow and arrows. I'd like to keep them if I could. There's enough debris here to craft something in the meantime. Well, I'll take your word for it. I'll try to fashion a sling from some of the debris here on the beach.
Well, as much as I don't enjoy entertaining the thought, I suppose I'll attempt to scrounge for any goods I can find. I'll assist you if the need arises, of course. Can't say, friend. Healing supplies, ammunition, weapons most of all, anything you think could be... Then I shall. Duly warn you, should it appear that the creatures are soon to attack. But hopefully such a thing will not come to pass. Well.
Okay.
Karuru Moge. Nuche. Kotomat Gubie.
There's too many.
You should start backing up, everyone.
Darmo. Nuche Kindobu. Nuye.
Now's not the time for retreat, friends. Please. Perhaps a more simple dialect of common will do the trick. Greetings, friends. We did not
not understand well. Do not mean harm.
Rock smoke job. No harm.
Yes, no harm to peace. No hurt.
But you has hurt. No more hurt. Rock!
But Oh, stop it. Friends, now is baby backing up.
You wish hurt? You
Stay back.
get hurt!
Can't we talk? Suppose talking is just about stuff. Very well. I shall announce our displeasure in no uncertain terms. Now, no more fooling.
We've both heard so much, dear friends. Can we not?
This is too...
Well, that was invigorating. In a fear of impending doom sort of way. And it seems we finally attracted the attention of some more kindly inclined locals.
Halt! We are Samergal's elite guard. You're under arrest.
Or not.
You landed here without permission. You could be UNT spies.
Come now, that's preposterous. Our ship wrecked on this shore, and Batiri dragged off a quarter of the crew. How could we be a threat?
Friends, please. Tragedy has caused us to crash here, and we've lost many brave souls. I've been sent to speak with Sasani, a merchant of some renown, who...
A likely story. You could have heard that name in passing. You have no proof you know her. Whoever he might know is without relevance. All the survivors on this beach are charged with unlawful entry into the nation of Samurai, vassal state of proud Nimro, and are under arrest.
Then, by the order of the High Phantasmage, you are to be placed under arrest and escorted to our capital city of Samergal for processing. If you really believe this Sasani is cleric, raise the fallen. Death will not save anyone, not until a proper interrogation. Take what you need from the dead. Let nothing escape our sight.
Sorry, friend. Give me a moment.
You able to walk proper, foreign dog? Stumble or fall on the way to Samargal, and you wish we'd left you for the Batiri.
Speed yourself, or we'll blind and drag you. Won't that be fun?
You able to walk proper,
Speed yourself, or we'll blind and...
Yes, I'm live!
You able to walk proper...
Better hope you can find someone to speak for your innocence, outsiders. Else you'll rot in the prisons of Samargal. March! Reporting for duty, Captain.
At ease, Elite. What's all this rabble behind you?
We've investigated the shore. There was a shipwreck and some hostile natives. We managed to pacify the natives and return with these prisoners.
That's for the Council to decide, foreigner. Landing on our soil without the permission of the Samarakan government is forbidden. However, you there, I recognize you. Speak.
Ah, yes, good man. My fame has even spread here. I am the writer Volothamp Gedda. I've traveled here to see Sasan, a merchant of some renown.
I wasn't pointing at you, foreigner. Although actually, I do recognize you from an illustration in one of your books. You looked younger. Master Luare, you are he, am I correct? You work for Mistress Sasani, is that—
It is, Captain, and that man Volo is my responsibility as well.
Certainly, we apologize for arresting these men wrongfully, Lady Sasani. But how did you know that—
You would insult me by presuming my intelligence and scrying skills are less than the pitiful powers of those you work for?
Never, milady. Guards, release Master Volo and Luare to the care of Lady Sasani at once.
Sir, what about the rest of this rabble? What's to be done with them?
They could well be spies or filthy Yuan-Ti. Best to kill them just to be sure.
You are not without presumption, but within a reasonable degree I can appreciate. I think I can make use. Captain, release these prisoners, unless you would like to detail to the High Phantasmage how you prevented an approved merchant of the state from doing business.
No, milady. We release them to your care. But the gods help you if they cause trouble here.
That is not unwise, I assure you. The patrols of Samarak are not known for being a Now, I have business to attend to with my 2 associates. In the meantime, I suggest you retire to Lyra's Trick, the local tavern. Come see me after you have rested yourself properly. Luare, Volo, you will accompany me back to the mercantile house. We must talk of the wreck of the Vigilant and other matters of great import. It's all...
Lost. Done. Gone.
Do you...
Hail to you,
Have you bounties for me, huh?
Hail to you, stranger. You seem out of place here. This is so. I am not comfortable in cities, save for my home of Tashluta. Here's but a stopover until I can hunt again. Yes, this is so. My sister is well-spoken, calm and proud, and I share her pride, and none of her patience with dealing with the city's cowardly officials. I long for the wilderness. My sister, Kwasi, and I were hunting the great boar Balalak. We peppered his hide with bolts but to no avail. He fled, and gave her a wound in her leg to remember him by. Now she works handling the bounties of the land, and I must not. My sister.
Your sister can take care of herself, Mishula. It may be that Holy Savra sent these people to you. Cast the cards and you may see this is so.
It may be your words are true, stranger, but I cannot leave my sister here with nothing. For 300 gold, very well. Stranger, I shall assist you as best as I am able. I shall.
Huh?
Clever choice, traveler. Dispense with the frippery of those around you. Ignore their seagull cries. You want things you can use.
Well, well. You don't look like you belong here, little magpie. A recent import to the friendly shores of Sam.
The blessings of Oteo be upon you, travelers. What can this humble servant do for you? Quite so. Yushai and I are impressed by your knowledge. The great father of dinosaurs appeared to me and stretched out his long claws to Samago, and thus I went. As his city says, if I were not meant to be here, I would not be. Thus, to continue, how can this one help you? Join? This is most curious. Yet I fear the Lord of Dinosaurs has no objection. Let me check with Yushai and his mind. It is decided. I shall come with you. It is we who are honored. Surely we have been guided here for a similar purpose. Be at your ease. There is one thing I must do for. It seems you walk with too many souls at the moment. So shall it be. Yushai and I will meet you at the tavern known as Lear's Trick should you need us. We look forward to our new journey.
Huh?
And you're certain no progress has been made since then?
Yes, my lord. Once the business at the keep was established, it seems they vanished. I've heard little talk about it since.
Sasani, I object. This traveler's information is suspect at best. Who knows but that he didn't hear your name and contact you hoping for coin?
You forget yourself, Nesirin. Master Volo was sent here by our associate, Ilkos, and this news is grave. And combined with recent events, it foretells things I am displeased to hear. But, aha! I see other survivors have seen fit to make an appearance. Wise of them. Volo, we shall discuss this more later. Nesirin, see to repairing your tone when you address me next. And Luare, I shall review your report on the wreck later.
Yes, my lady.
Yes, Lady Sasani. No problem at all.
Of course, my lady Sasani. I am at your disposal. Greetings to you again, good travelers. Quite a place, Samagal, don't you think? I hear you, friend, that I do. The open road, wind through your hair, that's the best place to be. But when one stops for a while, best make that place a comfortable one, eh?
I am sorry, friends.
Lady
Hello
Sasani
again.
has not given me
How
leave
are
to
you
speak
doing?
with you.
What do you want?
Okay. Door.
My greetings, newcomers. By Lyra's eyes, you look exhausted.
Welcome, travelers. I am Sasani, owner of this mercantile house, and it was a ship under my employ that you were traveling on, the ill-fated Vigilant. You may have noticed that the guards will not let you leave the city. Not that they wouldn't love to see you slain by the denizens of the wilderness, but they'd much rather do the job themselves. And with enough time, and without my protection, they will. You approach this wisely. That is fortunate. It may be that our meeting can have mutual benefit beyond what I had at first. The Council of Samarak will not allow me to protect you unless you are under my employ. And if the guards do not see you perform this part, they will kill you at the slightest hint of suspicion. Fortunately, I have tasks that need doing, and I believe your resilience will help you to fill that role. A practical suggestion. You have foreseen the next step in my plans, and I presume this means you've agreed to the arrangement. There are a pair of tasks I should ask your assistance with, both of which require you to return to the scene of the shipwreck. Undoubtedly, you are not fond of this location, but it cannot be helped. A reasonable deduction indeed. You may well succeed at this operation. That ship was carrying a number of goods valuable to my operation here. It would distress me if they were to be lost. If you were to return and acquire as much salvageable cargo as you were able, I should be pleased with the results. The wreck. I am convinced it was not an accident, but I lack proof to support this theory. Take this report, investigate the area, and document what you find. The authorities will see this as a harmless insurance investigation, but it will tell me far more. Here, this ring shall prove that you are under my employ, and this gold should be sufficient to allow you to properly equip yourselves before you venture out of the city. While you are at the wreck site, see if you can find any additional survivors, and be wary. It seems both our fortunes have not been promising recently. I would...
Время убивать!
Boiling blood and swinging swords.
Адская гончая.
Well, of course.
Новый.
Sorry, can't help you. Sorry, can't help you. Yep.
Да. Да.
Yes? Do you have results for me? Very thoroughly investigated, I see. Well done. I believe you deserve a reward for your hard work. What of the cargo? Were you able to recover any yet? I congratulate you on your scavenging abilities. These do seem salvageable. If you recover anything, I commend you on your work, traveler. For all intents and purposes, you are my employee, and I shall reward you as such. However, our work is not yet done. Give me a moment to review the evidence on the wreck that you have delivered, and we shall talk shortly.
Ah, greetings, friends. Lady Sasani has decided to grace you with the honor of participating in our merchant enterprise.
This evidence you have collected, it doesn't give me a complete picture, but what I have is clear enough. The Vigilant was sabotaged, but whether or not the saboteur still lives is something that remains uncertain. Among the passengers, there are several individuals unaccounted for, one of which is the captain, Lastri Kasire. While it is doubtful she would sabotage her own vessel, she remains a suspect, and what she may know could be of use to me. Volo has told me that the captain was unconscious when the ship crashed, and that she, the first mate, and a number of others were dragged off before the fight began. The Batiri likely have kept her somewhere somewhat close to the shipwreck, so investigation in that area is wisest. That will tell me enough. It will mean if she is the saboteur, we need worry about her no longer, and if she isn't, it will be one more thing for them to answer for. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Not as yet. However, Master Ossi has the cargo that you collected earlier. If you should like to assist him in distributing it, I imagine he would be thankful for the aid. Aside from that, Master Volo might welcome your assistance with a number of tasks. And that tiefling trollop Vadinia might have some work you can do for coin, if you don't mind acquiring her petty reward. Is there anything else? Not as yet. However, Master Ossi has the cargo that you collected earlier. If you should like to assist him in distributing it, I imagine he would be thankful. Aside from that, Master Volo might welcome your assistance with a number of tasks. And that tiefling trollop Vadinia might have some work you can do for coin, if you don't mind acquiring. Is there anything else? That is Master Volo's job, or so he says. He claims to be writing a book and doing research, and bemoans the fact that he cannot leave the city. The fool does not realize how close he has come to death, but it is no matter. If you seek to assist him, I would suspect he'd welcome it. Other than that, I cannot help you. Is there anything else? I am not a directory or scrying device, but I shall tell you what I know. What do you wish to know? Yes? What do you want of me? Yes? What do you want? I am not a directory or... What do you wish to...